Hello YouTube! What's up today? Today you're gonna be watching parts 7 in my new novel series, the Archimediae Genesis. It's already grown so fast already. You're gonna be amazed at how it's been so far. If you want to catch up on parts 1 through 6, click the box up here or check the links down below in the description. Anyways, hit me up in the comments about what you guys are doing this quarantine, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Anyways, enjoy. Thanks. The Archimediae Genesis, Chapter 11, Caspian. As they disappear beyond my vision, my mind immediately erupts in fury. Everyone else grumbles away in apathy of their time wasted or their sadness on their lives. Those lives lost. I think about this, pushing away the darkness. At least those lives will have pity. But the darkness is too strong. I glance at our door, my parents holding me up as alien feet walk in. Apparently when they discovered us, the Protochloriate sent out the signal. If we saw the PND insignia, our minds were programmed to die. Some of us made it through drugs, syringes we injected into ourselves. But that never stopped the darkness. Darkness is infinite. If you've seen the insignia, you'll never forget it. Those blood-red block letters with a streak of blue striking through them. The same darkness bores into my mind, burrowing deep into its crevices and slaughtering. No screams ring out, silenced by the lack of air, and the darkness can't engulf you, end you. You have to endure and live with it. The only way to live would be to live in the darkness. Time stretches and elongates, seconds become minutes, minutes becomes eons, and eons are infinite. The darkness chokes me, clouding my thoughts out, never fading to black. I don't wake, because there's nothing to wake from, only the darkness. When it fades and clears, it won't go away. It'll linger at the back of my mind, threatening to unravel from its cage. It's gotten out before. I see my dad sitting next to me, his hand softly but carefully stroking my head. Well, the shuttle to Concord is leaving in an hour, he says with a nod of his head, as if nothing's happened. His eyes give it away, though. Better not miss the sass, he tries his best impression of a peppy voice. Right, that thing. The test. The test we had to take to literally decide our future. A test. Deciding our future. If you scored low enough, there was always the situation of you getting killed because of population control and stuff, or if you were Novae. For the people who scored the highest, they always had to do some weird, screwed up, weird television publicity thing with them because politics. It was literally telling the Archimediae and the United Solar Rebellion who your top generals and commanders were, or would be. If you scored low, but not low enough to be executed, you'd end up in a coal mine or a factory. Every 5 years you'd get another chance at the SAST. Because of course, you always need another way of the government controlling your life. I sit up and my muscles seem to groan at the movement. I go over to my closet and bring out my suitcase, covered in a smooth layer of gray carbon fiber. I pack the basics. Underwear, a few pairs of shirts and pants, a few books, a flashlight, and a storm pad. Pretty much it. I stare around my room for a moment, basked in the faint, ethereal light. A year before I be in here again. The moment seems too strange, too out of place, especially after what just happened. Oh, right. The box. It's strange, isn't it? I'm taking something that was created for avoiding the sight of those very people that I'm going to join. Well, the world is weird. Satisfied, I carry my suitcase out of the room, announcing my completion to Mom and Dad. I'll be joining the very people whose collateral damage had killed 3 people in the past hour. Wait, not them. I had. So what's the difference then between me and them? Who'd be separating me from my parents for who knows how long? Those people. It's not my fault. And I'd be giving up my life to survive. To survive. Sudden, unexpected tears carved themselves into my cheeks. A stone-cold feeling freezes in my heart. They say we're not human. But humans can feel grief, can't they? I squeeze Mom and Dad's hands and walk out with them into my future. Chapter 12. Mira. The first of the shaking wakes me. I bolt up in shock, aiming my arms at the attacker that's nowhere to be seen. The latches on me rein me back, hugging me back into my seat. My skin stings in pain as they scorch against my skin. Touchdown on land in approximately 15 minutes. Temperatures may increase to severe levels. As such, please don't I quickly press the mute button, eager for some silence. Earplugs crawl their way over to my ear, shutting out the noise. The shaking doesn't stop though. The instruments inside don't move, but I feel the stuttered continuity underneath my feet. As if it's reading my mind, which it probably is. Pads slide underneath my feet, and the vibrations stop. I gently lay my head back onto the padded seat, thinking, so strange, isn't it, the situation? I'm staging as a Novae to infiltrate a government with a spy division made out of Novae, which is combating a rebellion supposedly based around the unfair treatment of Novae, but their very government kept it a secret from their civilians that they had a spy division of Novae. But why? Strange doesn't even begin to describe it. A sweet smell drifts into my nose as a small cloud of gas make it into my nose. My nose seizes as it takes control of my brain. My brain relaxes, letting the gas seep into its nooks and crevices. A burning sensation tickles my nose, waking my foggy mind up. My mind swims, struggling to reach the shore after the past few hours of drifting in and out of sleep. Flames dance on the water around me. Water. I force open my heavy eyes, and suddenly I'm back in those simulations. I'm half underwater. The murky water reeks of a swampy smell, like the ones they'd simulate back on Jupiter in our combat situations. I flail my arms in surprise, quickly snapping off clamps that bind me. I whip around and hop myself onto the head of the seat, the only place above the water. As I stay perched on the seat, I scan my surroundings. A misty wind blows some smoke in my face from the fire on the roof of the pod. The previously shining pod is now smoky gray. The pod must have hit something on the way down. Its nose is underwater, clouded by the murky liquid, and the opening hatch is gone, its edges simmering with fire. But there's no water over the hatch. That meant that there was another opening. There's another opening now, seeping in water up to my legs. I search around for anything hanging, anything left. No, the fires have consumed the survival gear. Shaking my head, I resist the urge to strip off my PND garb before I head underwater. I take a deep breath, close my eyes, and plunge. The cold water hits me like a slap to my face. My eyes instinctively jerk open, and they're set on fire. My mouth opens for a gasp of air, but there is none. Eyes closed again, I feel around for something, anything. My hand feels the touch interface of the pod, the limb belt in the water, the torn seat still attached to the frame of the pod. My heartbeat rings as my breath runs out. Remember what they told you. I try to circulate the air in my lungs, breathing without breathing. I feel the small clouds, mud clumps around me giving way to my wander hand. And then I feel something sharp. I try to hold in my gasp, but it's not enough. My mouth opens, immediately filling up with a taste of blood and something bitter. Bile crawls up my throat as I scrape my way around the object. It's a hole which I can fit through. Eyes screaming and black spots threatening to overtake me, I lunge back up to the surface for air. I'm on the opposite side of the pond. The air flows into my lungs, soothing my chest, and then I lunge back into the water. This time my mind seeks out the gaping, jagged hole. My inner breath is steady and calm as my hands feel the edges. I curl myself into a ball and attempt to squeeze through the breach. I feel the teeth tugging at my hair, the sharp peaks scratching my scalp, the unfelt edges as they try to pierce my uniform. But my head emerges, and I use the edges of the hole to push out, shooting myself out of the water, finally able to get a glimpse of the world around me. The sky is an ashy blue, with large blankets of rolled up clouds in the sky above me, like the color of the sky after it rains. The air has a warm, humid smell, and small strings of algae and lily pads obscure the water. Bird chirps ring in the air, paired with the humming sounds of mosquitoes and a million other insects I've probably never seen in my life. The pond has a small disturbed area around it, like ripples after a stone thrown in water. Small vines float in the water around it, singed off from their source by the burning pond. The source being the staggering skyscrapers around me. Yeah, skyscrapers. They're like icebergs in the water, though much smaller than the ones back on Europa. I snicker. Europa is a whole lot different from this hellhole. This must be one of the drowned cities they told us about, formed during the Great Floods of 2054. We'd all seen pictures, but none of them can do this place justice. The whole place has an ethereal, otherworldly feel, probably because we are on another world. For the first time, I notice how heavy my legs are. Even with the artificial gravity back on the Jupiter colonies, our swimming drills don't even compare to this. Explains why we were never able to land our ground forces on Earth. The adrenaline rushes, spike of energy leaves me, and suddenly it feels like someone's dragging me under. I feel back for the hole in the pod underneath, and use it as a means to push me up to the top of the pod, whose fire is now completely extinguished. The gravity fights against my pole, resisting my arms. I flop on my belly for a while, until I actually get on. There's a pod. Now having a better view, I scan around for more. Some of them are close, others far. Not all of them are gonna have a gaping hole like mine. But there's one, another one, and there's a person in front of it. Sighing in relief, I plunge back into the water. The water's like liquid gel to my arms, so utterly rigid that the best I can attempt is to I flail around to the person. It's Jordan. Her face lights up as she recognizes me and points to one of the upturned skyscrapers with a flat face on the water. I try my best to waddle over it from the water and ease myself up. The actual surface is only a couple inches from the water. The shell of the building is completely destroyed, with inner metal scaffolding wilted and rusting. You can hear the occasional skitter of a small spider or rat, or whatever lives there. Entire desks and chairs are all piled up upon one side of the building, probably because that's the way the building collapsed when the waves took it down. Everything is covered with greenery and stripped to its very core. The whole area is stinking like earth food. I hear the splashes as Jordan swims over and joins me. Wait, no, it's not Jordan. The arm shuts my mouth before I can scream for help.